Good morning, Upper School. Great to see you on a Tuesday morning, just before lunch here in mid-September, and happy to be here with you. And we have our typical format in which we will have faculty announcements go first. Mrs. Wright has an announcement.
Good morning, everybody. I just want to talk to you quickly about we have an SAT school test tomorrow for some of our seniors. So if you're one of those students taking the test tomorrow, you've already received an email from me telling you that you need to be here by 7:45 because we want to start that test right at 8. You know which location that you're going to. If you have any questions, please come see one of the college counselors. Otherwise, all other seniors, it's a normal school day for you, so you'll just continue as possible. Rest of the students, just realize that your study halls may be moved from the DLC to the Benjamin Hall lobby, and some of the lunches may be moved, but you'll be getting an email telling you where to go, and there'll be signs. But please don't enter the gym or the DLC tomorrow because we will be having testing. Again, any questions, come see one of the college counselors. We'd be happy to talk you through what's going to happen tomorrow. And with that, I would like to pass you over to Molly Freed, who's going to talk about the notorious RBG.
As some of you may have noticed, our American flag outside is at half-mast. This is because on Friday evening, Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away from pancreatic cancer. A civil rights activist and feminist pioneer, Ginsburg, commonly referred to as RBG, dedicated her life to the American ideal of equality of opportunity. On the Supreme Court, she issued decisions and never swayed due to peer pressure. She wrote strong opinions, always following her best interpretation of the Constitution. One of her most notable court cases was when she wrote the majority opinion for the United States v. Virginia, in which the Virginia Military Institute, a state government academy, would not admit women even if they were qualified. She argued that their male-only admissions policy violated the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment, and that became the majority opinion of the court, advancing female rights in public education. She also wrote the dissenting opinion for Ledbetter v. Goodyear, where she argued that women should be making an equal wage to their male counterparts. Even before her near 30 years in the country's highest court, Ruth Bader Ginsburg worked hard for others. She co-founded the Women's Rights Law Report, the first ever law journal in the U.S. solely focused on female rights. She founded the Women's Rights Project at the American Civil Liberties Union, and as a lawyer there, argued and won 5 different landmark Supreme Court cases. Her colleagues in Washington, D.C. have only good things to say about her and the legacy she has left behind in our nation. The Trump administration issued a statement saying her opinions, including well-known decisions regarding the legal equality of women and the disabled, have inspired all Americans and generations of great legal minds. Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, John Roberts, said, "Today we mourn, but with confidence that future generations will remember Ruth Bader Ginsburg as we knew her, a tireless and resolute champion of justice." With all this in mind, her passing serves as an opportunity to let everyone know that she got where she did by standing up for what she believed in. Being a Jewish female from Brooklyn in the 50s wasn't what people expected in a lawyer or judge. Regardless of the misogyny and anti-Semitism she encountered, she persisted. She taught so many people that it doesn't matter if everyone is telling you no. If you believe in something, it is worth fighting for. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, for all her influence and positive change, will forever leave an impact on this country. She will not only be the first Jewish person, but also the first female to ever lie in state at the Capitol. May her memory be a blessing.
Thank you, Molly. Justice Ginsburg was certainly a huge influence in American jurisprudence over her time on the Supreme Court and before, and certainly someone we will remember in important ways. Along the lines of government today, just a heads up on a special day. Since 2012, the fourth Tuesday of September has become National Voter Registration Day. And since government is a required course here at Benjamin, I probably don't have to say too much about the fundamental power that the vote carries. Ultimately, there's no action that can speak more loudly than the bitter arguments, there's only one action that can speak more loudly than the bitter arguments and political rhetoric that have become an ever-present white noise that envelops us every waking moment, and that is to vote. That is the action. For seniors, voting is like the college essay. It's the one part of a complex process over which you have complete control. Voting is very much like this in the political process, the one act that you can do to give voice to your values and aspirations for this country. It is easy to hear and see what's going on across the political landscape and imagine that you have no way to change it, or that something may happen to your to your vote, or that it will never see the light of day to be counted, or that you don't know how to go about registering and voting. In fact, nearly 40% of all voting age Americans felt that way in 2016. Only 60% of the nation's voters participated in the 2016 presidential election. Please know, however, that for the many people who seem to be in the news for obstructing voter registration, there are thousands more who are working for that to happen as easily and efficiently as possible. And it is those people working for the good of this nation that we have to believe in and which keeps this democracy functioning, as challenging as our current situation is. Please know that it is not that hard to register to vote, and even easier to vote once you are registered. In Florida, you must register to vote at least 29 days before Election Day, or this year by October 5th. So if you are 18 now, or will be turning 18 on or by Election Day, go to vote.org or registertovoteflorida.gov by the 5th of October and get ready to make your voice heard. Thank you. On a couple other notes, just a couple other notes regarding the upper school and assembly is just one. Thank you all for the great job you continue to do. Obviously, we welcomed Mr. Jacobson last week as our new Dean of Students, and he is busy at work, as seniors will know. As they head outside for lunch, we're looking to get those other classes moving into either a rotation or an outside lunch situation in the coming days. We are working hard to do that. So please keep an eye on your email box, and we'll make announcements as to how that's all progressing. The Student Council is working very hard on Spirit Week, and so we've got some interesting events coming up. And Thursday, as you know, will be the celebration of the 60th anniversary of the Benjamin School, and also the official installation of our new head of school, Mr. David Faust. And so at 10 o'clock, we'll get ourselves back to our advising rooms and watch that event unfold from there. And please note too, and I know that Mr. Jacobson sent this out, that Thursday, in celebration of that 60th anniversary, will be a Spirit Day. So wear your best blue and orange, and we'll look forward to that. In the meantime, I think we are through at this point, and enjoy the rest of the day. Seniors, have fun outside, and we'll get the rest of you out there soon. And go Bucks. And don't forget to vote if you're 18.